Thank you, Mallory. All right, West Monroe is celebrating the 100th birthday of Kiroli Park. City leaders say it was founded in 1925 by Boy Scout leaders, members of the Kiwanis Club of Greater Ouachita, the Greater Ouachita Lions Club, and the Rotary Club. Now, it was originally a Boy Scout camp, but also served as a refugee camp during the 1927 Mississippi River flood and a training site during World War II.
First two letters of those organizations that founded this park, and so you take the first two letters of Kiwanis, the first two letters of Rotary, and the first two letters of Lions, and you get Kiroli. When the Mississippi River flooded, and so 11 parishes in northeast Louisiana were underwater, probably up to 10 feet of water. And so this park, Camp Kiroli, or present-day Kiroli Park, became a refugee camp.
Post says West Monroe is looking forward to making changes to the park soon. He says the centennial celebration will be held in October.